Let me start off by saying that I am really rooting for Duran. I'm a Sox fan and we need him to produce at the plate. Okay? So the critique of this video and the critique of this swing is literally just some talking points based on my philosophy as a hitting instructor. It's not to put the kid down. It's not to put down whoever's helping him. It's just to point out what I see. These are my opinions only. All right? So what I like is how there's a little bit of a coiling action as he moves out. All right? I like that. He's coiling forward. There's no negative move towards the catcher. I've never really seen a need for that. You just have to coil forward. Okay? Now when we get to toe touch, okay, right here, and he starts to unwind, this is the problem I see. What I see here is I see the hands, the hips, and the knee all turning together. Okay? They're all moving forward together. See this here? Right here. This is the frame where I see the problem start to begin. And the reason why I think that's a problem is because if they're turning together, that means there's no separation. That means there's no stretch in the core. There's no stretch in the core. The arms are driving this swing. He's tugging forward with the hands and the lead elbow and trying to pull or tug the barrel through. Okay? That's why everything is moving together. What I would prefer to see is this continue to happen the way that it is, but the hands still remain back here. I'd like to see this lead arm stay back here. I want the hands to stay closer to the body, because if I go forward another frame, you'll see how there's space between the chest and the bicep. That's not good. He's lost the rotation. He's lost the rotational power of his body, and now he's just using his arms. Okay? Now he's still gonna hit it good. I understand all that. You know, it's gonna sound great. It's gonna look cool. Like, this is a good position to be in. People will say, I don't think this is as good as it could be. I think that his arms and hands, his hands should be back here, and his lead arm and barrel should be right here, at this position, and the ball should be hit back here. Okay? And then he would be able to extend through the ball, through contact, instead of cutting across the ball like this. You notice how he doesn't ever release the barrel here? Okay? He's got this scooping action. I don't like this part of the swing. I've never been really a big fan of this. I see it all the time, these half swings. I see some of my favorite hitters like Mookie Betts do this to practice. I don't like it. The goal here is to keep the trail arm palm up. Okay, the trail hand palm up. I understand that. And what they're trying to do is not roll over. The problem is that rollovers happen from the lead arm wrist rolling to a thumbs up position. That's what causes rollovers, is when the lead arm thumb turns up too soon. That's why I teach, and some other people that I know in the professional ranks teach thumb down through contact on the lead hand. Okay? As long as your thumb is down on the lead hand, you're not going to roll over. Okay? So what this action does here is it keeps him from releasing the barrel. See, he hits the ball here, right? And then what we would want to see normally is we would want to see this arm extend a little bit, and we would want the barrel to follow contact. Instead, the ball goes off the bat and then he turns sideways. So that ball is clipped. Even though it sounds great, I know, it sounds great, looks good, everything, but I'm telling you, his hands need to stay back, and right now, his arms are leading the swing, and they shouldn't be. He should keep his hands back, allow the body to rotate into the lead arm, and the whip will be much better here. This part of the turn will be much, much better if he does that. Okay, he's adding length into the swing by pushing his hands forward here. If his hands were to stay back here, this part of the turn would be better. Okay? That's just my observation. Like I said, I'm rooting for him. Hopefully he tightens it up a bit and really produces this season.